It's the final fall edition of KMVC News. I'm Chaz Maddie. This airs during the final week of classes of the semester, so students are gearing up for final exams. That also means final projects for mass communication students. So I'm doing in front of the scenes evaluations, which means you get me as an anchor, such as it is. So, with the end of the semester, students are starting to get things together for the break, and suddenly there's an unearthing of library material checked out in September. Missouri Valley's Mural Library hosted a food drive to support Thor's Pantry and to tackle late library fees. Mural Library partnered with Valley for Rally for this Crash Finds with Cans food drive the week before Thanksgiving break. This food drive allowed students to make donations and get $1 off per item donated with a limit of $5 off their library fines. Donations included canned goods, personal hygiene items, clothing, and dorm items like towels and bedding. All donations went to Thor's Pantry.
Whenever students don't return their materials on time, we automatically put fines on their account. Sometimes our students, they wait until the end of the semester to pay those fines. Sometimes they accumulate up to the max. This is an alternative way for students to be able to take care of those fines, clear their account with us, while also donating to our community.
The MVC cafeteria was closed over the break, and students staying on campus had the opportunity to grab up to 10 items from Thor's Pantry on the 21st. The Missouri Valley men's soccer team came out of the Thanksgiving break to begin its run through the NAIA championship bracket. The 12th-seeded Vikings faced number 5 St. Thomas Bobcats. St. Thomas scored first on a penalty kick by Guido Cacheubai in the 22nd minute, and that held until Cacheubai scored again in the 56th minute. The Bobcats scored twice in 36 seconds in the 78th and 79th minutes to push the lead to 4-0. Sam Green scored on a PK for Missouri Valley in the 83rd minute, but that was all the Vikings could muster. Missouri Valley falls 4-1 in the round of 16. Green's goal was his 17th on the year, and that match was his 5th straight with the goal. He finished with 45 overall points, and that ties a program record. Missouri Valley's season ends with a 14-6 overall record, a Hart regular season title, and the Hart Tournament Championship. The Missouri Valley women's basketball team is off to a 3-0 start in the Heart of America Athletic Conference for the first time since 2007. And one of those '07 wins was against Lindenwood University. That's now an NCAA Division I school. Missouri Valley was trying to make it 4-0 in the conference with a win in Cedar Rapids, Iowa on the 29th. That's a mark no Viking team has hit since years started beginning with a 2. The Vikings raced to a 27-12 first quarter lead, led by as many as 19 in the second quarter, and never looked back. Ricardo Schott had 20 points. Gia Moore had 19. Sophie Sullivan added 15 more. Missouri Valley wins 79-70. Valley did commit 21 turnovers and was just 7 of 14 from the free throw line, but the Vikings out-rebounded the Mustangs by 20, including a 17-8 margin in offensive rebounds. Moore's 19 gives her 988 points for her career. Missouri Valley's record in the Heart is now 4-0. Missouri Valley has 4 games left this calendar year, starting with a December 2nd matchup against 1-4 William Penn. That game tips at 2 on the Vikings Sports Network, and possibly Gia Moore will get her 1,000th point in that game. You should tune in. The Missouri Valley men's team made the trip to Iowa on the other end of the record spectrum. The Vikings were winless in conference at 0-3. Each conference lost by more than 16 points. Mount Mercy's record wasn't much better with 1-2 entering the contest, but the Mustangs were averaging just 68 points per game, and that includes a 92-point outburst against William Penn before the holiday. Missouri Valley started slowly and trailed by 11 with 8 minutes to go in the first half, but the Vikings chipped away, trailed at the half by 7, and opened the second half with a 10-2 run to take their first lead. Mount Mercy came back, built the lead to 5 with 3:26 to go, but the Vikings closed with an 11-3 run. Part of that was going 6 for 6 from the free throw line. They topped the Mustangs and held the Mustangs to their average, 71-68. Valley was 17 of 20 from the free throw line. Mount Mercy was just 15 of 22. Vince Taylor led Moval with 13 points in the win. The Missouri Valley powerlifting team is picking up where it left off last year, with several powerlifters qualifying for nationals. KMVC's Carrie Patron reports this year the powerlifting team has new coaches, new beginnings, and is setting new records.
The KMVC powerlifting team has 8 national qualifiers this year. Their last meet was at the USA Collegiate Invite in Liberty, Missouri on November 12th. At this meet, Lauren Bates tied the Missouri state record on bench and held the state record on deadlift for a minute before her teammate Macy Abels set the new record immediately following her attempt.
Like, we push each other. It's competition between the both of us. I am very proud of her for obtaining that record. We have more competitions and we're going to keep pushing each other, and I have no doubt that I'm going to be on the podium with her at nationals.
Bates placed first in her division and Abels took second place. This is the team's first year with the new Missouri Valley powerlifting coach, Dean Capps. Valley has previously had powerlifting coaches only stay for 1 year, but Capps plans to stay long term.
My situation is probably a little bit different than maybe a younger coach that they would bring in. Maybe this is their first full-time job. I've had several full-time jobs and a lot of experience in the strength and conditioning field. This kind of fell into place at just the right time, and I already live in Waverly, so I didn't even have to move to come to school and start here.
Capps also hopes to make the program grow and take as many athletes as he can to nationals in January.
When I first got here, we got a roster of 5 women and 0 men. Now we're at 25 women and men both. And then from there, we just look to qualify as many people as we possibly can, set ourselves up to do well on the national stage.
National qualifiers include Bates, Abels, Audrey Escoch, Savannah Ewing, Gabe Pineda, Raven McDonald, Corey Moravito, and Asleen Schwartzer. Carrie Patron, KMVC News.
The powerlifting team's next meet is after winter break. Student activities brought out the Beyoncés of Missouri Valley College students at a karaoke night on the 14th of November. Students came out to the Bacon Room in the Malcolm Center to showcase their singing abilities to their peers. In addition to karaoke, the night also included musical chairs. Every student who performed or won the musical chairs game got to choose an option for a coupon to a local business. With their friends in attendance, student performers sang songs by Adele and One Direction, including some highly requested hits. Some items of note: the Hanging of the Greens is on the 30th, as well as theater professor Harold Hynek's one-man presentation of A Christmas Carol. And the Fine Arts Department is recording winter concerts for later presentation. Updates on the basketball teams, on the rodeo team, and on Missouri Valley's football coaching search are on ValleyWillRoll.com over the break. KMVC News returns in late January. Thanks for watching. I'm Chaz Maddie.